water, for the love of God. I'm dying of thirst. Give me some water.
It's useless. None of them cares if we die of thirst.
Well, what's the matter with them?
Oh, poor Pauline. The day we were condemned, we all died.
Oh, it's only 10 years of forced labor. It'll pass, and I want to live.
But they condemned me to life imprisonment. There's no hope for me. They began with my father, then my Uncle Charles, then my sister, and now me.
But what kind of a world are we living in? We were all criminals and worse, the dregs of Paris. We deserve what we're getting. But you, your father was an important nobleman, a peer of France. And look what they've done to you. Condemned you to a living death.
What's out there? That must be Devil's Island.
Oh, to hell!
Oh, perhaps I will find my sister now.
Signal that ship to drop anchor where she is. Fire!
Captain, we better not approach any closer.
Drop the anchor.
Drop the anchor!
Have those women brought up here. Even for them, this wretched voyage is over with.
All prisoners on deck! All prisoners on deck!
Your voyage is finished. We've reached our destination, Devil's Island. In a few moments, the guards from the penal colony will come aboard to claim you. And my responsibility toward you will be ended. But before this happens, I want to give you a few words of advice. You will find that your lives here will be very uncomfortable, to say the least. But you must have courage. It will end one day. Justice demands punishment for crime. Remember that over and above the justice of human laws, there is a higher authority, God. Keep strong your faith in his justice. He will not abandon you.
Lieutenant Lefèvre, acting commandant of the garrison of this island.
Captain de Ville.
You shouldn't speak about God to the likes of these, Captain. You're just wasting your breath.
I brought your orders from the Commissioner of Prisons.
Don't you have any other message for me?
No, Lieutenant, just the usual list of prisoners with the extract of their sentences.
Go on, get them ashore, Dubois.
Right, Lieutenant. Get them into the boats. Get them moving. Come on, get moving. We'll have plenty of rest on land. Unfortunate creatures.
Pardon me, Captain, but you mean you've never made this voyage before?
Never before, never again. I'm a mariner, not a slave runner.
We both obey orders. By the way, I almost threw you out of the water. I've issued a standing order to permit no craft to come within the confines of the port. My 38 guns almost gave you a very hot welcome.
You worry too much, Lieutenant. No one will ever rob you of your women.
I don't worry about them, Captain, but the treasure which this accursed island produces. You know, I was hoping that your vessel would bring me the warrant of my promotion.
Perhaps you will find it on the next one. By the way, how do those women live on your island?
Well enough, Captain. Well enough.
Get up there.
Just remember, again, if you don't behave properly while under my care, we have some nice heavy bracelets for your ankles, too.
Listen, do you know Michèle Foucher? She is my sister. She was deported here 2 years ago.
There's no one here by the name of Foucher. And don't ever again open your mouth without my permission. All right, all of you new ones, get in line now. We have no time to lose.
Does anybody here know Michèle Foucher? Michèle, do you know her? Michèle. Oh, I beg of you, please answer me. Michèle. Michèle.
What's the matter with you? My name is Jeanette D'Auville.
No, wait, you are my sister, Michèle.
Are you mad? I don't know what you're talking about. Leave me in peace.
Oh, no, that's impossible. You can't mean it.
Now each of you will teach one of these new ones what she's supposed to do.
What are you waiting here for? You're supposed to go inside.
And the same thing will happen to any one of you who doesn't do her work. All right, you take that and get to work. This is the property of the state, and you must take very good care of it. Even though it isn't anything but an ordinary sieve. And I give you fair warning. You'd better be able to account for whatever you're given here.
Show me your sack. You haven't found much. Go on.
I wasn't very lucky today.
Well, never mind. I'm not going to beat you. Will you come to see me tonight?
You have your nerve. The last time you promised me a safe conduct back to France.
I would have promised you anything that night. I must have you, Jeanette. I want you to come and stay with me.
One of these nights, Lefèvre. If I feel like it.
Chevalier de la table ronde, goûte en bois, si le vin est bon. Goûte en bois, oui, 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 goûte en bois, non, 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 goûte en bois, si le vin est bon. Goûte en bois, oui, 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 goûte en bois, non, 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 goûte en bois, si le vin est bon. J'en boirai 5 ou 6 bouteilles avec du forme sur mes genoux. J'en boirai, oui, 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 j'en boirai, non, 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 j'en boirai jusqu'à mon plaisir. J'en boirai, oui, 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 j'en boirai, non, 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 j'en boirai jusqu'à mon plaisir. Bon, 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 qui frappe à la porte, je crois bien que c'est mon mari. Je crois bien, oui, 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 je crois bien, non, 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 je crois bien que c'est mon mari. Je crois bien, oui, 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 je crois bien, non, 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 je crois bien
Why,
que c'est mon
it's gold.
You'll have plenty of time to marvel at it. Your whole life.
avant de mourir. C'est le voir, oui, 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 c'est le voir, non, 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 c'est le voir avant de mourir. C'est le voir, oui, 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 c'est le voir, non, 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 c'est le voir avant de mourir. Chevalier de la table ronde, goûte en bois, si le vin est bon. Goûte en bois, oui, 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 goûte en bois, non, non, non,
Sergeant!
goûte en bois, si le
Make them be quiet. I want to tell them something.
Right away, sir.
oui, 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 goûte en bois.
Silence! Quiet! Quiet down and stop working!
Now, this is very important. Whoever goes back to camp without having filled up her sack will get 7 lashes. Now, go back. You'll just be wasting your ammunition.
What have you done?
Shut up or I'll strangle you.
Get back to work, all of you.
Who was that? Henriette?
It's not important who she was. At least her suffering is finished.
What's the matter? Don't you feel well? What's your name?
Get back to work, you two. Go on, get a move on. What happened to your bag?
I had it a minute ago. It was almost full.
You dare to lie to me like that?
Wait.
It came off her belt.
What?
Hey, you. Who would like to rest tomorrow?
Me, and I want to get drunk tonight.
All right. How about you, my dear? Wouldn't you like to have a little rest?
Leave this one alone, Dubois.
Well. What's she mean to you?
Never mind, just look someplace else for your women tonight.
Why don't you come then? The lieutenant would really like that.
I'll go when he makes it worth my while.
If I were the lieutenant, you can bet I wouldn't put up with you. I'd make you come crawling to me.
Dubois, you aren't that much of a swine. You couldn't enjoy a woman taken by force.
Come with me. Isn't there anyone else who would like to rest tomorrow?
Now I'll be with you for good. I'm so glad. Good night, Martine. Good night. It takes me 10 years, I'm going to do it. Michèle, will you stop? Around here, I'm Jeanette d'Orville, a prostitute from Paris. And I've only got 4 years to go. But why? If they ever find out the truth, they'll never let me out of here. I'd be like you, condemned for life. On the boat that brought me here, there was this girl. She fell overboard, Jeanette d'Orville. But I told everybody her name was Foucher, and I'm taking her place. Well, then, you'll always have to go under the name of Jeanette d'Orville. Forget about that. Tell me about yourself and Mother. Our mother is dead. When? It broke her heart when they came to take you away. She died last winter. I ran away then. But they found me in Marseille. You have to forget about all that now, Martine. Believe me, it's the only way to survive. Survive? I'm not even sure I want to. Of course you do. It will end one day, and we'll be free once more. What do you mean? The chain over there. One of these days, we're going to break it. But even if you break it, we'll never be able to get off this island.
We found a boat. I'll show it to you tomorrow.
That's perfume.
Qui frappe à la porte, je crois bien que c'est mon mari. Je crois bien, oui, 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 je crois bien, maman, je crois bien que c'est mon mari. Je crois bien, oui, 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 je crois bien, non, 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 je crois bien que c'est mon mari.
Go on. Hurry up. Where are we going? Never mind. Get undressed. The boat's gone. They must have taken it already. We'll have to swim for it. Why did you bring her? I couldn't leave her behind. She's my sister. She's going with me. She'll never make it. Even if I have to carry her, she's coming with us. Look here, you. We've been waiting for 2 years. Why, you? Wait a minute, you. What's the difference? Well, all right. We'd better get out of here. We're in the open. Everything's ready, isn't it?
Yes, and the others are all waiting. The only thing we have to know is when.
Very well. Let's make it for tonight.
Tonight?
Yes, tonight. Why not? Are you afraid? Maybe you'd rather stay here with Melina and the others. I told you, we found an old boat about a year ago. We've been repairing it to make it seaworthy. Once we get out to sea, we'll be safe. Well, Martine, do you want to come along?
I'll come along anywhere with you.
Watch out. Oh.
is only a rock. The guards never even come out here. I suppose you realize that when we get to Cabby Island, we'll have to sell ourselves. And we're leaving a mountain of gold here.
What do you mean, Jeanette?
You don't mean you want to steal some gold? It's easy to get to the treasury from Lefèvre's room. And he's often asked me to come and visit him.
Have you no respect for your name?
Why, of course I do. But that gold is ours. We've risked our lives for it. And I mean to see that we get it.
But you mustn't do that.
Don't preach to me.
Listen, you're taking me.
We can't. You'd never make it.
I was the one who found the boat.
But we can't sacrifice everything just for one person.
Look, be reasonable, Melina. You want to ruin everything for us now? You're going tonight, aren't you?
We haven't decided yet.
Take me with you. I may be sick, but I won't be a burden. What are you doing, Jeanette? You were never like this before.
If you were here as long as I've been, you wouldn't have to ask me that. I want to rest tomorrow.
All of a sudden, eh? I'll wager there's something behind this.
You'd better tell Lefèvre before I change my mind, Dubois.
I guess it's worth the risk.
I want to rest, too.
The Commandant has a prior engagement tonight. But I'm free. Let's go.
Don't worry. We'll work something out.
Oh, certainly. I know you will.
You know, somehow some things don't seem to be very important when your life's at stake.
I'm tired of waiting like this.
I'd never make you wait.
Well,
Mademoiselle?
Oh, finally.
I promised you that I would come back.
I was afraid you would never cross this threshold again of your own free will.
You might have forced me.
A woman taken by force never gives pleasure. Oh, no, let me pour for you. I've been waiting for you so long, Jeanette.
I hope I can make you happy this evening.
You can. I am sure you'll make me very happy tonight.
I want it to be one you'll remember. For always. you afraid? But she told us she'd already killed a man.
Well, I was lying. I wanted to make myself feel important.
Give it to me. I'll do it.
No, I'm going to. I've got to.
Come on to the swamp. Hurry.
What about Jeanette?
We'll meet her there.
Everything is ready for the hunt, Lieutenant.
Now, look, stop worrying, Martine. Your sister knows how to take care of herself.
But you don't know what she was like when we were girls together. She was so timid, so feminine. Shh, be quiet. Someone's coming. At last! It's Jeanette!
Martine, I should have killed her.
No!
Lefèvre! Run,
Let me go! Let me go!
Martine, you must run away. I'm finished.
No.
Take the gold. You'll leave.
Michèle. Oh. 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 Oh, no. Michèle. Oh.
I ought to hang you all. But I am forced to deprive myself of that little pleasure. In a fortnight, the fleet will be here to collect the gold. And I've already promised Paris that this shipment would exceed the last. I'm going to keep that promise, even if it means working you till you drop dead. So instead of killing you outright, I'm going to give each one of you 20 lashes and hang you up on the old wreck to dry in the sun.
You killed Jeanette in cold blood. You're a filthy murderer. But you won't get away with it.
Why should that poor, miserable slut mean so much to you?
She was no slut. She was my sister. And if there's a God in heaven, he'll punish you.
Get them all out of here.
Well, Eva, you're a lucky girl. The Commandant appreciates what you have done. You'll be free in a month.
I don't want to be free anymore. I'm afraid to now.
Dying. Poor Francoise. prisoner once told me the story of how this boat came to be here. Aboard her, there were 100 men from all over France. They were searching for this Devil's Island, searching for the women they loved who were prisoners here. They were going to rescue them and take them back home. As they approached this island, a terrible storm blew up and the waves threatened to swamp this little boat. Their women were helpless to save them. They watched this boat being driven on the rocks in horror. And not one of their men was left alive. That's nothing but a fable. That's all that is.
But it's true.
It isn't true.
Even if it isn't, I still like to believe it.
Maybe a boat like that would come for us one day. Wouldn't it be wonderful if it did? What is that?
It's a boat. Do you think maybe it's come for
It'll
us?
go by just like all the others.
No, look, it's stopping.
Oh, it's probably a mirage.
It can't be true.
No, it's really here.
It is stopping. It's not a mirage. It's really a boat.
I hope this ship is bringing me my promotion.
Captain Henri Vallière of the Royal Navy of France. Are you in command of this garrison?
Lieutenant Georges Lefèvre. Your order, sir.
This is for you. I am superseding you by order of the king.
You are superseding me?
Is something wrong, Lieutenant?
Why, no, Captain. No.
I have the impression that somehow my arrival displeases you.
I am merely waiting for your orders, sir.
First, I wish to inspect the fortifications. Then we will audit the present condition of the treasury.
But the strong boxes are already packed and sealed. As you know, the fleet is due here momentarily.
Let's begin the inspection, Lieutenant. What are those women doing there?
They are the prisoners who tried to escape.
Have them freed immediately.
But I ordered that punishment myself.
Well, you've clearly exceeded your authority in this matter. I will make a note of it in my report to Paris.
I've been in command of this island for 2 years, Captain. And I know from bitter experience that it doesn't pay to treat these prisoners in any other way.
Your bitter experiences are of no interest to me. And I never repeat my orders. You hear me?
Release them.
Here, put it on. And this is perfume.
I know.
I saw the extract from your trial. You are very wealthy.
Where's the rum you promised me?
You'll get your rum from the commandant. Now smile.
Damn your eyes! Come back here, you wench! What a pleasant surprise, Captain. Permit me to offer you a proper welcome.
Tomorrow at dawn. Assemble all the soldiers on the parade ground of the fort. With the prisoners.
Come, sir.
What I am about to say concerns each and every one of you without exception. These prisoners are simply serving out their terms. They are not here to be tortured or forced to do anything besides collect gold. This is my first and only warning. If I should hear of any one of you mistreating these women or abusing them, I will hang him. Now, bear in mind, I have no intention of repeating what I have said or changing one word of it. Henceforth in this establishment, the military will be concerned only with security precautions, and the women prisoners will perform only that work assigned them by the court in their condemnation. Now get back to work. Let's not waste any more time.
Get back to work.
And get rid of those whips.
Captain, if we don't whip them, we can't make them work.
Did you hear me?
Very well, Captain.
What is your name?
Martine Foucher.
Martine. Is there anything I can do for you?
Leave me alone.
Captain, with this system of yours, these women won't work.
That problem is easily solved, Lieutenant. If the women won't work, they won't eat.
Have you all heard that? The captain said if you refuse to work, you will get nothing to eat.
We already get nothing to eat. My life isn't worth much, Captain. But you risked yours for me.
If anything had happened to you, mine wouldn't be worth much to me.
Let me go. Let me home.
Where did you find him?
They'd come ashore on the beach with a boat.
Why did you come here?
I'm a fisherman, sir. 4 days ago, a storm ripped my sail, and the current carried me up here.
No one may land on this island on the pain of death.
I swear it was an accident. You got to believe me.
Feed this man and give him back his boat.
It's for you.
Non credevo che esistessero donne così dorate. Sei molto bella.
What's going on here? Get back, you bastard. I'd be happy to blow your brains out. And you, get up and get out of here. Get me. What the devil are you looking at me that way for?
That's a face I want to remember, because someday I know I'm going to meet up with it again.
Here is the treasure. And I am sure you'll find it well protected and capable of resisting an attack by 100 men.
But this side is completely defenseless. Not a cannon or a soldier. Suppose the attack came from here.
On that side, the jungle is impenetrable. If anyone came through there, our friends, the crocodiles, would make short work of them. And if an attack were mounted from the west quarter, it wouldn't last 5 minutes.
Even so. The gold we have here would make a wonderful prize for some daring pirate. Tomorrow, I want you to take every available man and close up that gap in our fortifications.
Captain, that will leave the camp unprotected.
Outside of here, no one will know we moved out the troops. And besides, you'll be back at sunset. What's the matter, Lieutenant? Don't you feel capable of directing this operation?
Tomorrow, I'll move the troops out at dawn. Come in.
Captain Vallière, the prisoner Martine Foucher insists on seeing you.
Sure in.
Go on in.
I'll leave you alone, Captain.
Captain, I have a complaint concerning the lieutenant.
Stay here, Lieutenant.
I accuse the lieutenant of having murdered my sister in cold blood.
What about it, Lieutenant?
Do you expect me to respond to the ravings of this madwoman?
Is there any truth to what she said?
Of course not. It's a fabrication. Her sister was shot while fleeing the scene of her crime with 2 sacks of treasury gold. I gave the order to fire. It was all I could do.
That's a lie. He fired when we were surrounded by the soldiers. Not one of us could possibly have escaped.
That's a strong accusation, Lieutenant.
And look at my accuser. Pat! Now look, after 2 years of being in command of this island, who dares to accuse me? It's those ridiculous reforms of yours that have brought this about. You've completely undermined our discipline and our military order. Well, Captain, admit that you are not fit to command this island.
In my report to the governor, I will ask that you be given a fair trial. I promise you that, Lieutenant. In the meantime, you will carry out my previous order. That is all. Dismissed. He will pay for his crime, Martine.
I wish you'd left it up to me.
And would you be happier with his blood on your hands?
I must return to work, Captain.
Martine. For my report, I must have all the details regarding the death of your sister. For instance, I don't understand how she could have been stealing the gold. Lefèvre must have been lying.
No, that's true. My sister was carrying 2 bags of gold.
That would look strange in the report. How can I ever explain that a prisoner was able to get in the tower? It's absurd.
It's shameful. My sister pretended to pass the night with Lefèvre. And from his bedroom there was a secret passageway. She was going to get him drunk. And when he fell asleep, but he knew all about her plans.
He'll pay for that. Why haven't you gone off with the rest of the troops?
Lieutenant Lefèvre ordered me to take 2 men and post a guard at the Treasury.
Very well. Let the prisoners out and tell them to stay in the camp.
Very well.
Was that gunfire?
Yes, sir.
We must return to the fort immediately.
What about the captain's orders?
But that must be the fleet we've been expecting.
Return to the fort!
Martine, the pirates will kill all the soldiers. And they'll free us all from prison. Don't let them forget me. No, no. We can come back to France.
Hello, Bart.
Poor Henry, what a perfect papier you'd make. What a great idea that was. What a great idea. Even got your doxy, eh?
Pirates.
Well, where's the gold? For myself, I'd like to have about 100 pounds.
You should get a bit more than 100 pounds. Look, through that door, there's a passageway to the gold room.
So this is why you were so concerned about the death of my sister.
I can explain.
My friends were murdered because of that gold. Killed by your accomplices. You're no better than Lefèvre. Worse than Lefèvre. Worse. Worse.
Martine.
The girls can wait.
All right.
And we'd better hurry. How much time have we got?
Oh, there's no hurry, really. I sent all the soldiers to the other side of the island.
Fine, marvelous. I'm going to call the men together.
All right.
Chi è?
Martine. È innamorata di Vallière. Adesso avrà capito che è un pirata.
E che io sia un pirata ti dispiace?
No, non me ne importa.
E che io sia mezzo negro e mezzo...
L'amore non si misura a colori.
Grazie.
They came here, robbed that gold. And when they get it, they'll leave and we'll be worse off than before. And Lefèvre will find some way to blame us for it all.
Why should he do that? We've nothing to do with those pirates.
Lefèvre will kill all of us. How else will he ever get over his anger?
Even if you were right, there's nothing we can do about it.
We can warn Lefèvre.
No, never. Why should we help that horrible beast? Why help that rat? Captain Vallière was always friendly toward us. I understand what's bothering Martine, but Lefèvre's the man who murdered Jeanette. Don't tell me you've forgotten that. We have to run away with the pirates.
Look alive now. Come on, hurry. Come on. Be careful with her.
All right. Could we find room aboard for the political prisoners?
Find it where? There are too many of them. But you're not worried about all of them anyway, are you? You mean one, huh?
I'll see you aboard.
All right, get a move on. Hey, what are you doing here?
Who's master around here?
Mark.
Where can I find you?
Right here. I've forbidden my men going near any of you women.
Oh, a fine example, aren't you? Just think I stopped the girls from calling back the soldiers by assuring them you'd be our friends.
Whatever you assured them is no concern of mine. I have no room aboard.
I don't believe it. There'd be plenty of room if you'd be willing to dump some of that gold in the bay.
Dump some of that gold in the bay? Do you really believe you can make me lose my head?
Exactly.
Not like that.
Your name is Bart.
Francis Bart.
Profession, pirate, eh?
Pirate. Let's say adventurer, rather. Adventurer on the high seas.
How would you like to have a royal amnesty for all of your many crimes?
With whom do I have the honor of speaking? The Queen of France.
You were speaking to a noblewoman, a princess of Savoy. And many of my friends would enjoy the favor of the king, except for that evil creature.
Huh?
Marie Antoinette.
Well, I wouldn't be able to take all of you. I suppose I could find room for one, if I can rely on your promise. But even if you break it, I won't mind very much.
Either you take all of us or none.
Too bad. It's nothing, just a scratch. The farm has come back. We're in for a fight. I have to find Bart. I'm coming. Go on.
Fire! Forward!
Come on, back to the ship.
Friends are running away.
You go with them. I'll catch up with you later. Go on. I'll hold them off while you get away. Go on, I say.
All right. You'd better come too.
Don't turn around. Don't worry about me.
Don't kill him. Throw him in chains. I want him alive. Ah!
Pauline! I believe now the legend is true. I didn't believe it before. I'm the one now who doesn't believe it. Listen, I hear people walking. Like footsteps on the pavement. I'm returning to the sidewalks of Paris.
Like our guns, Lieutenant. These cannon are out of commission.
And we have no way of pursuing them. Where did your miserable friends run off to? What have they done with our gold? Go on with him! Throw him back in the dungeon. Doesn't any one of you know where that band of thieves went when they left here? Speak up. If you don't, I'll make you work day and night until... Get your hands off her! I'm going to leave every one of you to rot in the swamp until I recover that treasure. I heard a report that you wanted to come and warn me when the pirates arrived. Is that true?
I don't remember.
You needn't feel sorry about it. I sincerely appreciate your effort to help me, and I want to thank you. You won't have to go out into the swamp and work today.
I would rather go to work with the rest of the women.
But if that filthy pirate were to ask you, you'd be glad to accept his invitation?
No. I hate him as much as you do. He lied to me.
Bart, I'm going back to find Martine.
You what?
I have to find her. After what happened, maybe she won't come away with me. But I've got to justify myself.
You won't last 5 minutes on that island.
I'm only asking you for a boat.
I have to clap you in irons. It would save your life.
I'm not dead yet, Bart.
Yes, you are. Back there. Look at that gold. And you want to risk everything we've got for some coming... Listen, I'm going to cruise about in these waters for 3 days. If you haven't shown up by then, I'll leave for Jamaica.
If I don't come back, give my share of the treasure to the general commanding the revolution.
I want to come along.
Impossible. It's difficult enough for one person. She stays here.
Get between decks. You must be really crazy. You first joined us for some crazy ideal which isn't enough anymore. There's a woman now, too. That's being crazy twice.
You may be right. Well, I'll be seeing you, Bart.
I hope so. But I won't bet on it. Stand by to lower a boat.
Get to work. Stop wasting time. Keep working. Get up and work.
Someday we'll be able to watch you rotting in hell. Melina, don't look now, but there's somebody hiding there on the other side of the marsh. I think it could be. We have to try to help him.
You trust me with this?
Well, why shouldn't I? Now, look, you sneak away, and I'll keep the guard from watching what you're doing. Just for a few minutes. I have to rest.
For a minute there, you reminded me of a woman who's waiting for me in Paris.
Waiting for you in Paris, eh? I'll bet she's waiting for you in somebody else's bed.
Why, you slut!
No, please! No! No! Please! Vallière.
How did you find me? Are you going to tell Lefèvre that I'm here? He'll pay you well for that.
No, but you have to hide.
Yes, but where? My boat was wrecked on the rocks.
On the other side of those hills, you'll be safe there. No one ever goes there, and I can bring you some food.
All right, thanks. Tell Martine I've come back.
I will.
Martine.
Don't touch me. We haven't collected enough gold yet. You came back too quickly.
I didn't come back for any gold. I came back for you.
Do you expect me to believe that? After what you've done, you said you were in love with me. And almost all of my friends are murdered. Because of you and your rotten gold.
It wasn't because of that. Somebody warned Lefèvre. Otherwise, we'd have been able to escape with all of the girls.
Well, but it's too late for that. And soon you'll have one more murder on your conscience. Your friend. The one Lefèvre is torturing now.
The mulatto, is he alive?
Yes. And I'm praying that he reveals where your gold is. It'll make you pay.
What makes you believe you have any right to judge me? Do you know why I came here like a thief, Martine? Michael. Still in time, huh? Someone's coming. Be careful.
still don't feel like talking, huh?
I told you I'd meet up with you again someday, didn't I?
Follow me.
Let him?
Oh! Come on. Come on. I know a place that's safe.
I'll kill any one of you who dares to betray Captain Vallière. We don't want to pay for the murder of Dubois. I say we should denounce Vallière. She's right. Let's go tell Lefèvre. You'll never live to see the light of day again. Stop it! Stop it! What's the matter with you? You're all gone mad? We mustn't betray Vallière. At first, I was in favor of it. But have you forgotten how, when he was here, he made them treat us like human beings? To give him up now would be a crime.
You must be in love with him, Martine.
I want to reassure you that I do not hold you responsible for what has happened. Sergeant Dubois' murderers will be apprehended in due course. The coastline is under guard night and day, and anyone who ventures into the jungle will never come out again. Your cough is worse. What are you doing for it?
I think I'm afraid. In a few more weeks, I'll be finished.
You shouldn't say that. With proper care, you will get over it.
A French naval vessel is in the harbor.
Signal her to stand offshore. Have the longboat go out and make an inspection of the ship and bring her commander back here to me.
Very good, sir.
Even though we don't have any more gold to protect, we must maintain our precautionary measures. Come along now, dear Melina.
Well, I must say, Lieutenant, I wouldn't want to be in your shoes. It seems you'll have quite a bit of explaining to do.
There was no reason whatever to suspect him. His documents are in perfect order.
The government had need of that gold. It would be very useful against these revolutionists who are trying to overthrow the monarchy. We brought you a shipment of gunpowder.
Let's go, Captain. We have a guest for dinner tonight. What's wrong? Don't you feel well? After all, you are the guest of honor. I want you to enjoy this dinner. Why don't you say anything? Usually your conversation is quite interesting and amusing. The captain would find it entertaining, I'm sure. Usually, Captain, she has some of the most fascinating things to tell me. What's the matter with you tonight? Perhaps she feels a bit timid in your company, sir. Well, I will do my best to make up for it, with your permission. Here's a story which you might find rather amusing, something which actually happened here. It has to do with one of our young women, a gracious lady. Reminded me somewhat of our dear Melina. In the past, she has been very useful to us, and if I can speak plainly, she was our spy, and her information resulted in the death of several of her comrades. What do you think of that, Captain? Now I ask myself, what would become of this poor creature if the others were ever to find out about her treason? Suppose that one day I wanted to put an end to our arrangement, how easy it would be to reveal everything to the other women. Can you imagine their reaction, the form it would take? Just think of those who believed in her, who had helped her when she was ill.
Kill me! Kill me! Why must you keep on torturing me?
If I were to kill you, it would be just another one of those crimes your friends have saddled me with. You will die from the hatred of your fellow prisoners.
No. I beg of you, Lieutenant. You must show some pity for this unfortunate creature.
Listen, Captain. Would you know the meaning of the word if your life were at stake? Now talk. Where have you hidden those two who have killed Dubois? Now talk.
I won't talk. I'll kill myself.
Guard. Come in here.
No. No.
Have the prisoners assembled. Now.
No. No. No.
There's only one way left for you to save yourself. By speaking out. Speaking out. Speaking out. Do you hear that?
God, forgive me.
We'll have to get them some food. Wait, Martine.
It's poor Melina. She looks half out of her senses. Oh, that accursed Lefèvre. Melina! Melina, come over here.
Melina, what's wrong? What's the matter?
Leave me alone. Don't worry about me anymore. I'm not worth it.
Did you hear what she said?
She's worse than before. Here he comes, Martine. You can ask him now.
As I was telling you, I refuse to accept defeat, and I trust that before your departure, you will have an opportunity to assist me in capturing those two criminals. In fact, at this very moment, I'm having a pair of gallows built to hang them from.
I'll be delighted to help you however I am able. I have only this small detachment with me, Lieutenant. But I freely place them at your disposal.
You're very kind, Captain.
Do you want the powder put in the magazines, sir?
After. Martine, do you have something to say?
I came up here to thank you, Lieutenant, in the name of my companions for the gracious way.
Oh, I know. From now on, I want all you women to feel completely at home here while you serve out your terms. And above all, you, Martine.
And I wanted to ask you...
Go on.
I don't feel like working today.
What?
I simply must have some rest. I feel completely worn out.
I've really been expecting this.
But why?
I noticed you'd be working too hard. Today you may do whatever you want. I'm putting you on your honor. You won't even have a guard. You may go. You've earned a rest.
Thank you.
I'm letting her get away. She'll show us right where those men are.
We'll have to get this in the water by sundown if we want to meet Bart. See if you can find another piece of wood around someplace.
She's going swimming out to the reef. We'll climb up above here.
What do you want?
I was the only one who could tell you. The others are under guard.
Tell me what?
We found a boat and a...
It's a trap, Harry.
It's not a trap at all. You've got to believe me. I'll show you the way. If you want to follow me, Henry.
Is it worth the risk?
I think so.
Show me the way.
Kill them!
Somebody betrayed us.
It wasn't me.
There's no need of that. No one's accusing you. Don't you salute your captain?
Take them!
All right.
Hold him still. I will hang you unless you tell me where your friends made off to with my gold. Take them away.
Let's get moving. Have courage, Martine.
Henry, you're my only reason for living. I'm in love with you. The father's offered you a way to save yourself. Give him back his gold. I beg of you, Henry, give it back to him.
I can't betray what we've been fighting for. Compared with that, one man's life isn't worth so much. The suppression of injustice is more important. The revolution must go on.
The revolution? Henry, what are you saying? I love you, darling. I want you to live.
They need this gold to buy guns and ammunition.
Liberty. Fraternity. Equality. I never believed I'd be willing to give up my life for them words. And even have a sweet sound like a prayer.
Well, they have absolutely no meaning at all left for me. I know only one thing. I love you, Henry. I don't want you to die.
Martine, please try to understand. It's for the best.
No. No.
Martine.
Oh, Henry.
Get back here, you.
I love you.
Close them out. Barbara wants this one, too. Bring her along.
Anxious to see if you know how to die.
Release those prisoners! Release them, I say, or I'll blow all of us to kingdom come! You're afraid of me now, Lefèvre. Everyone else, get away. But first, Lefèvre, go ahead and tell them. Go on, tell them I was the one who betrayed Vallière and the rest of the prisoners. Tell them how you forced me to be your spy. You made me a traitor. But it's finished now. Why do you all stand there? Get out of here! Henry!
Get out of here, try to make it out. Paulina! No!
Get out of here, run away!
Henry!
Martine, get this rope off me.
Yes.
Get all the women together. Tell them to bring all the guns and ammunition they can find. But hurry.
Come with me.
Milano, let's get over here.
These are all the guns we could find. We even got gunpowder.
Right. How many of you know how to use a gun?
I do. I can. I know
Take
how.
a position between those cannons, quickly. The rest of you, hide behind those bushes. Don't fire until I give you the word. Fire! Fire!
Henry, they're still coming on.
Our position is unprotected. We'll have to retreat. Come on. On your feet, girls. Let's go retreat. You're just in time! Martine.
Rosie.
Finally. It's a good thing you decided to come back here to get us. You should have waited a bit longer. Maybe we would have all been dead.
Henry, did you find what you went back for?
I found her, all right.
Good boy. I believe I'm going to be real glad I went back.
Non credevo che esistessero donne così dorate.